It can be so thrilling and exciting to have magnetic energy and to attract everything to you. It can also be a useful tool for manifesting. You know, if you're manifesting and you really want certain things, and you can draw them to you easily. But I would be lying if I said that there wasn't anything negative that comes with being magnetic. So when you're magnetic and you're attracting everything to you, that comes with the bad things. That comes with jealousy, gossip, people disliking you for whatever reason, projecting things onto you. Also, people wanting to manipulate you and take advantage of your energy because they see something in you that they really like. They see an energy that they want to have. So they will do whatever they can and whatever they have to get your energy from you. And that can leave you depleted. And if you don't have a strong sense of confidence, a strong sense of self, and knowing who you really are, it can lead you to be in really draining, energetically draining situations. And speaking from personal experience here, hi, I'm Julia, name's on my mug, and welcome to my channel. But speaking from personal experience, I have been in so many situations over the years, sort of where I was honestly, knowingly, kind of, I could feel being taken advantage of. I could feel my energy being drained from me because I am not really someone who judges people. I like people to be who they are and to do what they feel is best for them. And I will support people. And I feel like a lot of the times, if somebody doesn't feel supported in other ways, and if they feel supported with you, they can really, really latch onto that and, make it really integral to who they are as a person and to really siphon off of your energy. And if you're not careful, if you're not protecting your energy, it can really leave you drained at the end of the day. And when I talk about protecting your energy, I mean, basically, first off, knowing where your energy, knowing all of your energy, knowing the bounds of your energy, where your energy ends and then another person's begins. So if you're going into a room and you're in a bad energy, you're having a bad day, you're not in a good mood at all, you walk into that room, everybody's laughing, they're having a good time, and by the time you leave, everybody's irritated. So you've spread your energy, you have shifted the energy and the mood of the room. And again, that can be an honest part and an honest point of having magnetic energy, that you can shift the energy of a room, which is amazing. You can shift it for good and you can shift it for bad. So I see a lot of, affirmations, subliminals and things about attracting magnetic energy and being magnetic and how you can be magnetic, but I don't see a lot of it being honest, that it can be really, really difficult, and it can really mess with you when you are magnetic, and it can really shift the way, it can almost be like a delusion, how you think of and how you see your relationships around you, because it can be hard to understand who is taking advantage of you. But again, if you really have a strong sense of who you are, of what your values are, and you can better understand and see the situations for what they are, and you can really see people and how, I think that comes with being manipulated sometimes. You can understand just the ways that people can go around and try to manipulate and try to take your energy from you. So again, if you have magnetic energy and you've been in situations where, you've tried to uplift somebody and they've really taken advantage of that, that can be a way that somebody really wants your energy. And another way, going back to protecting your energy, because I'm just reading if you're new here, I have my journal, and this is just what I was reflecting on yesterday to bring to you guys today. So it's very important to protect your energy and to create strong boundaries around your heart and the way that you want to be treated when you're someone with a truly magnetic energy. So what I was saying, knowing the bounds of your energy, knowing where yours ends and another person's begins, so that you're not taking on another person's energy. Like if you go into a work meeting and somebody's really pissed off and trying to piss you off, you understand that, even if you don't go in with a positive mindset, you can go in just neutral, knowing that, that if you are in a bad mood, you're going to harness that and you're going to keep that to yourself for the duration of the meeting. You're not going to spoil the meeting in a way. So if someone else is coming in pissed off and they're trying to piss you off too, that is their energy. You're not going to take it on. That, there's like an invisible like barrier, you know that that is their energy over there, and you're not going to bring it into your energy field where you are. So that is a way to protect your energy, to really kind of maybe even visualize. I think the more that you become aware of your energy, you can really feel it, and you can feel where it ends. You can feel where you might be shifting the energy to. And you can also protect your energy by recognizing that your energy is what it is, first and foremost. That is super, super important, just knowing that. And affirming that what is your energy is yours. What is their energy is theirs. And, you know, just affirming that, saying it out loud, or even just like saying it repeatedly in your head. If you're like in a meeting and you don't really want to say it out loud, that this is my energy, you might not want to say that out loud. Just affirming it to yourself is really, really helpful. And again, envisioning yourself even in like a halo of light, you know, protecting you. That is another way you can protect your energy. You can also cleanse your space. Again, if you're at work, your office space, your like cubicle, your bedroom, your bathroom, your studio, an office space, whatever it is, wherever you work, wherever you live, you can cleanse that, you know, just mentally you can cleanse it. You can say, you know, an affirmation out loud. You can visualize your entire space being covered in like a white light, a yellow, a bright gold light, whatever it is. However you feel and however you envision your energetic field to look. I would say to visualize that covering your entire space. You can also cleanse with like crystals, anything physical like that, like sage, Palo Santo, anything that you can physically, you know, like wash over your space, basically. You can also, if you can help it, just deter those people. Make sure that there are also like some crystals and some things and some methods that will actually deter people, like energetically, that they won't even want to come into your space. So, but if you find people that are energetically draining that you know of, that you're like, oh, I've had situations with this person before, and they were just trying to look to get something from me, and you know that about the person, you can also, you know, say, hey, I'm not comfortable. Like, do you mind if we take this somewhere else? Like, I don't want it to be in my space. You don't even have to say that. Just be like, you know, can we just talk somewhere else? It could be something like that, where you don't want them to be in your space. And again, you can cleanse as many times as you want to, as you feel is necessary for you. If you have somebody that is negative coming into your space and you sort of need to reset and cleanse the space, that is also something you can do too. You know, we can't always help, especially if someone kind of comes in uninvited, and, you know, it just gets way out of hand. Definitely been in situations like that too. You can absolutely cleanse after. And if you are at home, you know, if you're showering, you're bathing, to visualize, like, while the water is rushing over you, you can also visualize the negative energy washing off of you as well. So that is a way you can literally cleanse, with water and, like I said, crystals, any sort of like burning, smudging sticks, anything like that. And keeping yourself out of negative or draining situations can help too. Like I said, keeping people out of your space, or even trying to keep yourself out of negative situations. You know, there are situations and people that I don't even want to go around because it just doesn't align with me. I know the person very well, and, you know, a lot of people don't really change. I'm not saying that you can't, but a lot of people don't really find fault being in a miserable state, and that is just what they've grown accustomed to, just being honest. And yeah, there are people that I just know not to go around. There are people I don't want to be around. There are situations I don't want to be around, environments I don't want to be around. A lot of time, this is why I do this in my car, just because it is a safe space for me. And yeah, creating strong boundaries and a strong mental state for the times that you do encounter negative situations and that you have no choice to be in. Like if you're going to an event, or even, like I said, a work meeting where you have to be around people, you know, and be a team player and stuff like that. And at concerts, you know, there's going to be thousands of people there. If you're going to a sports game, thousands of people are going to be there too. And you really have to figure out, again, where the bounds of your energy lies. And understanding and controlling, protecting your energy for what it is. And to know that, like I said at the beginning, this is your energy. You've got it protected here, and another person's is over there. They can do whatever they want with theirs, but we're going to protect ours. We're not going to let theirs affect us. And having magnetic energy means that there will be times when people try to test you or take your energy from you. Whether, like that's what I was talking about in the beginning, manipulating you in some way, trying to take from you. Whether that's pressuring you for things without giving anything to you in return, trying to get you out of character, or also projecting their insecurities onto you because they see how magnetic and protected you are. And when I said pressuring you for things without giving anything in return, that doesn't mean that you guys give things in two different ways. It doesn't mean that you like to spend time, like if your love languages are different. It doesn't mean that you like spending time with a person, but they like gift giving. That isn't exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying that people can sort of pressure you for things or manipulate you for things, or, you know, just your energy, your time, or your help, your advice. It could be something like that. And, you know, they've gotten the advice and then they're gone. They don't ask you anything about yourself. They're not interested in how you're doing. It could be that they just wanted what they could take from you, and also what they know they can take from you. So also be cognizant and discerning about the relationships that you have, and the people that sort of only come to you when they know that they can take something from you and don't really talk to you any other time other than that. So that is also something to know too. And I think the more that you get to know yourself, what you value, what you stand for, and you can also better understand the relationships around you. It could be like family, friends, co-workers, anything like that. Understanding yourself and your energy allows you to really understand people better. And the last part that I had said, what did I say? Projecting their insecurities onto you because they see how magnetic and protected you are. I remember so many times people have given me backhanded compliments to get me to admit to an insecurity that I didn't have and that they wanted me to have, or that they wanted to have that, like, ha, I knew it. Like they were insecure about that. I knew it. Like I called it. Even though like I wasn't insecure about that thing, but they wanted to bring me down to make themselves feel better, because they felt that I was like so up here, I was untouchable, whatever. Like we all have our like days. I struggle sometimes just to get through the day, but that isn't something that I am like going around projecting onto people, like my negative energy. I'm trying to take it from like a neutral aspect, and sometimes like I'm not even like super positive. I just try to be like, okay, like this is today, we're gonna get through today. But sometimes people see our like positivity and our neutrality as a threat to them, that they could be so negative and they could be, you know, in such a miserable mindset. I will call it a miserable mindset. I'm not going to say that they are miserable, because you can always come out of that miserable mindset. You can adjust that whenever you want. We all have that free will and that willpower, but there are people who do feel that they are, you know, miserable, they're lacking in life, and for whatever reason they feel that about themselves, and that they can, you know, give us backhanded compliments. They can try to bring us down, like I said, to their level, the level that they feel that they're at, because they feel that we're way up here for some, you know, whatever reason, just because we are so comfortable with ourselves. And I think people can be scared and intimidated by that, and also maybe jealous about that. And I also admit that I've been there too, that I've seen people so comfortable and confident with themselves, and I'm like, wow, they're like untouchable, they're unreachable. But we can change that about ourselves at any point. We can really understand ourselves and get comfortable with ourselves at any point when we decide to get to know ourselves and be honest with ourselves. And when people try to bring you down to find something wrong with you, they can, I just said that part, is because that they feel that they want to try to find a fault in you because they feel like there's a fault in themselves. At the end of the day, it doesn't really get personal at all. Unless you have personally hurt somebody, you know that you have hurt somebody and that they're trying to like retaliate because of what you did. Again, I've probably been in situations like that. That is definitely, we should be taking that personal. Because sometimes things are personal. Sometimes we do hurt people and they try to get us back. But also use discernment, know who you are. Again, this is all just to say, understand who you are and what energy you bring to every situation, and to use discernment about when things are personal and when things are not personal. That is why it's imperative to understand yourself, Know where your energy ends and theirs begins, and create a solid sense of self that is unshakable. Having truly magnetic energy is not for the weak, and knowing how to use it takes a lot of inner knowledge and strength. It takes a lot to know about yourself, to know and feel your energy and what you are putting out there. But when you can master your energy and know when to turn it off or on, like Marilyn Monroe, how she could really go out, be Norma Jean and just be herself, and then instantly like turn it on and be Marilyn Monroe, and people were just magnetically, just literally drawn to her, flocking to her. And when you can understand when to turn your energy on and off like that, that is when you can truly be powerful and attract your desires the way you want them to come in. And yeah, you can be more discerning about the negative energy, negative people, or I guess negative acting. I don't even know. Like I said, I don't want to really label like people are negative, we should stay away from them. Like people can always like redeem themselves. I've redeemed myself. People, you know, maybe that's why you're here too, to be honest with yourself about that, or to understand what it is to be magnetic. But yeah, that was everything I had for this video. There's another video I want to make about, you know, shifting your energy in a room. Maybe I talked about that in this, but maybe, I don't know. I might see it from a different, we'll see. We'll see what I journal about today for tomorrow. But that was everything. That was shorter than my other videos, which is nice. I really just wanted to get that out, and to be honest, that being magnetic isn't always like the, you know, the amazing, like, wow, they're magnetic, they're so amazing, I want to be just like them, and they really look up to you. There can be a lot of dark moments where people really just want to bring you down because they think that you are so, you know, out of reach for them, that they want to bring you where they can reach you and where they can harness you and keep you in a box and keep you safe with them, like, and not really allow you to be your full self and to shine your brightest. But when you are magnetic and you know you're shining and you understand yourself and you're comfortable with yourself, that isn't really going to matter. You're just going to, you know, keep your energy and harness your energy, control your energy how you see fit, and how you feel is best. And, you know, that is it. It could even be you, like you could just be isolated for a while, and, you know, sometimes that comes with it, but you will find your people. You will find, you know, other like-minded magnetic people who, you know, want to bring you up too, because, you know, when you do a lot of like the work and, you know, you figure out your self-confidence and stuff like that, you don't really like seeing other people down, and you're not going to be someone to bring other people down because you know that you've been down before. You know what that feels like, so you're not going to really add insult to injury, basically. So yeah, being magnetic requires a lot of knowing about yourself. And, you know, if you made it this far, comment the little sun emoji in the comments. And like this, if it made sense to you, if it was something interesting to you. But I hope that was helpful. I wanted to really be honest with that because I've experienced that my whole life, like I said, just being magnetic, not understanding it and not really harnessing it. But now that I have, it's something that is it's a really cool tool. It's something really, really cool to have. And also learning more and more about myself. So yeah, subscribe too if this is something that you're interested in learning about, and, you know, something cool that you liked, whatever, for whatever reason. Yeah, but that is it for now, and I will see you guys tomorrow.